What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. You already know this is Doggie Diamonds TV. This is part of today's rundown, courtesy of hotnewhiphop.com, one of my favorite websites. And if you're coming over to the YouTube channel from X, from my TikTok page, my Facebook page, or my Instagram page, I appreciate you. So it reads, Kevin Liles claims to have received a $30 million lawsuit from former Def Jam signee, Lady Luck. It reads, Kevin Liles has come forward with a lengthy statement today claiming to have been threatened with a mega lawsuit. Per Academics TV, the now former CEO of 300 Entertainment alleges that this is an extortion attempt by Shanell Jones. That would be female rapper Lady Luck, who he signed to Def Jam Recordings back in 1999. That was Liles' first year as president of the label. He claims that Luck's legal team sent in this threat 3 weeks ago, in which they claimed they would publish a book and file a public lawsuit riddled with utterly false and horrendous accusations if I didn't pay them $30 million. Kevin Liles says that Lady Luck also threatened to allege that I exposed myself to her and pushed her head towards an attempt to force her to perform oral while she was allegedly sitting in the driver's seat of my car. The record label exec firmly states later on in his response that all of these allegations are totally false. Liles also combated Luck's fabrication with some alleged quotes from her. In them, she speaks glowingly of Liles and his family. For example, Luck allegedly said that she felt like a stepdaughter to him. He also cited a 2020 Instagram post in which she wished him a happy birthday, TBT, which means Throwback Thursday. Happy birthday, Kev. Could have wrote a paragraph, but I already told you the other day. I'm going to read the statement in a minute. It goes on to say, moreover, Liles alleges that Luck has called his parents mom and pops, as well as his sister, her sister. He doesn't stop there, though. He then goes on to speak on Luck's life of crime and how she labeled herself a 3-time felon. She has allegedly been convicted of first-degree armed robbery and heroin distribution. I ain't know that. Additionally, Liles references multiple times in which Luck has said she's never had any negative encounters with older men. He includes this one where she said in a 2023 episode of her podcast that, me personally, I never had, from older guys. In that episode, she allegedly discussed that and that, which I can't say. All in all, Kevin Liles states a few times that he had empathy for her. However, he still believes his allegations are incorrect and need handled. He closes his statement saying, my attorneys will be handling it from here. It's been a difficult few months for my family and I as we fought the false claims made against me, he continues, but I will continue my work to uplift and serve the culture and my community. So I didn't know nothing about this, but this is the statement right here. I guess he gave it to Academics to put out, and this is what it reads. This is as of May 27th of 2025, statement from Kevin Liles, which is today. And if this comes out, this is still today. 3 weeks ago, I received a letter from former Def Jam artist Shanell Jones, aka Lady Luck, and her legal team threatening to publish a book and file a public lawsuit riddled with utterly false and horrendous accusations if I didn't pay them $30 million. Ms. Jones threatened to allege that almost 26 years ago, when signed as a Def Jam recording artist, she was groomed. Ms. Jones also threatened to allege that I exposed myself to her and pushed her head towards my genitalia in an attempt to force her to perform oral while she was allegedly sitting in the driver's seat of my car. None of this ever happened. Her threatening allegations are totally false, and they are contradicted by Mrs. Jones' many public statements about me and her experience at Def Jam. They are also at odds with her continued outreach and relationship with both my family and me for the past 26 years. Her story is fabricated. Rather than pay her and her legal team, I am publicly addressing what I view to be an extortion attempt. It seems Mr. Jones It seems that Miss Jones hoped to leverage the current news environment to pressure me into writing an exorbitant check in order to avoid negative publicity that will likely result from her false claims. I intend to vigorously fight any complaint she may file and will take whatever legal action is necessary against her and the attorneys who have participated in this attempted shakedown. Here are the facts. I signed Miss Jones to Def Jam in 1999 after hearing her rap on Hot 97. I have always done, as I have always done. I gave a talented young artist an opportunity with a lucrative deal, access to recording studios, and introduction to the most popular hip-hop artists of all time. In fact, she was featured on one of the hottest remixes in 1999, Simon Says, in the Symphony 2000 with Hip Hop Giants. Miss Jones had a monthly column in, and I guess it goes right here, in The Source, had a monthly column in The Source and an in-depth feature story in The New Yorker. She previously acknowledged efforts made to help her career. She has talked about the fact that I introduced her to one of the most prominent managers of all time, but she declined to work with him. Unfortunately, Miss Jones' career never reached the heights she or I hoped for, and she asked to be released from her contract with Def Jam a few years later. In many interviews, she has blamed many people for her failure to become a household name. Following her departure from Def Jam, Miss Jones regrettably turned to a life of crime. Over the years, she has been incarcerated and described herself as a 3-time felon. Her criminal history includes felony convictions for first-degree armed robbery and heroin distribution. In interviews, she has admitted to committing several other crimes and lying to the court to combat charges. Her history as a serial self-described criminal is well documented. I watch what you say in these shows. Despite her history, when Miss Jones has asked, I've tried to help her with her career. In interviews over the past 2 decades, she spoke highly of me, noting that while at Def Jam, I treated her like my stepdaughter. As recently as last year, she reached out to me and asked for my help with the distribution of her new single. After connecting her with the head of my former distribution company, she did an interview stating that I was helping her with distribution, describing it as full fucking circle moment. In another interview in February 2024, Miss Jones said, I love Kevin Liles, I just spoke to him. In a 2020 Instagram post, she posted a picture of us with other artists, writing Throwback Thursday, happy birthday, Kev, heart emoji. Could have wrote a long paragraph, but I already told you the other day, crying, laughing emoji. In another 2018 post of the same picture, she wrote, these men in this picture introduced me to the world. She has said she misses Def Jam. She has also had a long-standing relationship with my family. She has called my mother, mom, and my pops, my father, pops, and my sister, Ann, and it continues as, hold on, what did it say at the last thing? And my sister, her sister, and a lifelong friend, regularly telling her she loves her. Miss Jones was in communication with my sister as recently as March 2023. Given her history with my family and I, it is shocking that she is now fabricating these claims and demanding $30 million. Her claims are untrue, and if you don't have to take my word for it, and you don't have to take my word for it, numerous witnesses can clearly refute her made-up story and considering what Miss Jones has said herself in 2016 in response to a direct question to a video recorded interview. Miss Jones stated she has not had any negative encounters with any older men. I'm paraphrasing on stuff too. With an older man when she was young. It wasn't like, hold on, she hasn't had any negative encounters with an older man when she was young. It wasn't like an older man situation. And that any negative encounters were with boys, because boys are nasty. When we were younger, boys, you know what I mean. Boys, you know, like they like touch on you. You know, I might have my babysitter's brother. You know, he might show me. I don't want to read none of that. On her own podcast, she stated, "I know victims." I can't really read that out loud. So I can't really read that because YouTube's terms of service don't let you say some of these words, and I don't feel like skipping over it. So the only reason Miss Jones has changed her story is because she's seemingly hoping to extract a payday from me. In short, her claims are outrageous, false, and easily disproved. While it might sound surprising, I empathize with Miss Jones' struggles. She has often spoken about her long history of substance abuse, addiction, and mental health challenges. She has vented frustration and anger towards many individuals, including her own family, for the fact that she has never achieved the level of success she desires. She has spoken about generational trauma and talked about I can't say that word either. After being ridiculed and ostracized following a high-profile rap battle against another female artist. I think that's what her and Remy battled. It was well documented that a recent loss of her mother, I don't want to talk about that either, because that's a sensitive topic. So, hold on. I am deeply alarmed by many media interviews she's participated in where she appears high or intoxicated. In the August 23 interview, the interviewer seemingly muted her microphone as she detailed her use of, I don't even know what that. Ayahuasca? What is bufo? What the hell is that? In the same interview, she espouses the practice of astral projection and building your force field. They try to say you crazy and you a custy. But this ain't no laughing matter. This is a website? Lux on Words? Oh, that's where it go to? Damn, this is crazy. So yeah, this is what's going on. Or Lady Lux on Words. Is that a whole different website? Let me see if I could get to that really quick. Hold on. Can I get to that? I ain't mean to heart that. I was trying to click that. Lady Lux on Words. Let me see if I could get to that. Hold on, y'all. Lady Lux on Words. Is that it? LadyLuxOnWords.com. Did I type that? LadyLuxOnWords.com. I guess it's just a statement. I guess that's it. I guess that's the website. I guess that's the website, LadyLuxOnWords.com, or did I just not spell that right? LadyLuxOnWords.com. LadyLuxOnWords.com. I guess that's what I did. I guess when he goes there, it just goes to the statement or whatever. I don't know. For Lady Lux on Words, if maybe y'all know something I don't know, because it's not coming up. For her own, LadyLuxOnWords.com. Maybe if I put www. Hold on, because I'm interested now. Hold on, y'all. Y'all still with me? Yeah, I guess. All right, so let's do this right here. Go to. There we go. We got it. We found it. Damn, he made a website. Yo, he ain't playing. And the 2020 Vibe, in 2012, Vibe spoke with Eric Sermon, famed producer and EPMD member, who said Def Jam made us put Lady Luck on that record. Yo, let me tell y'all something about digital footprints. Look at all of it. Yo, he wasn't playing. He was not playing. He made sure everything she ever said pertaining to him, everything that she bigged him up, everything that he not playing. I ain't gonna front. I never seen no defense like this. Not saying, it's all alleged, but yo, he got DMs, everything. Yo, this is wild. Lady Luck's own words contradicting her present claims and defending Liles when others defamed him. Woo. Nah, come on, you got a criminal history up? Come on, God. Yo, he went in. He went in. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Every interview, everything she's ever said, it just keeps going. Yo. Yo, this is wild. This is wild. Y'all gotta see this for yourself. This is crazy. LadyLucksOwnWords.com. I put it in the description, so I guess you can see it for yourself. It'll be the first thing in the top of the description, so make sure you hit the description box. So yeah, I'll make sure that's there. That's crazy right there. So yeah, that's, yo. In other words, man, I'm not saying it's true or false. It's all an allegation, but he came out with the burners burning. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Like, oh, you said I what? Look what, so how you go from this to that? Anyway. Look. Lady Luck's own words and actions over 26 years tell the real story about her relationship with Kevin Liles and contradict the false claims of her letter demanding $30 million. Below, you can find Liles' statement and an extensive library of interviews, social media posts, news story, and more that contradict her claims. This page will be updated as further information becomes available. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I gotta take notes. Anybody want that? Anybody play with me? Word? Okay, cool. I ain't never seen nothing like this. This is like, what? Somebody put in some work though. Damn. Anyway, man, I'm Doggie Diamonds. Let me know what you think about this. Make sure you share. You gotta share this video. I worked it hard on this one. I worked hard for this one. But shout out to all parties involved. Lady Luck is my homegirl. So I hope everything works out for the better. I hope everybody gets the justice that they deserve. I hope the truth comes out no matter how it goes. I hope the truths. That's all I really can say. But I need y'all to comment. I need y'all to share. I need y'all to like. Until next time. Peace. And remember, the first pinned comment, not the first pinned comment, the first comment on this video is this website. Until next time, peace. And make sure you like these related videos when they pop out. You see where it says check out my new videos? 2 videos is gonna pop up right there. And when you hit the subscribe with the logo right there, you can subscribe to the channel. Peace.